Well, I'm sick. Actually, I am not just sick, I am very sick. It seems I may or may not have H1N1, also known as the swine flu. Just freaking lovely. I am, therefore, on drugs. But that doesn't mean I cannot, therefore, make a review. I apologize for the computerized voice that's being used here, but if I recorded my own voice you would probably call for Gandalf to send my hellbeast back to whence it came, forever cast back into the dark oblivion. Now that I think about it, this voice sounds like a cheap voice actor from an even cheaper English dubbed Japanese anime. Excuse me while I get a sex change.
Ah, that is better, I think. Oh well, on to this first review as the female lazy game reviewer. Donkey Kong freaking Country. Every time I'm sick I feel myself craving this game. You know how some people have comfort food, or comfort items, or comfort. Well, I have DKC as my comfort game. It just make me feel good. Oh so good. Oh yes. Give it to me. Hi STADHMAWEURNKLFSDHXXSDMP. Enough text-to-speech abuse. Ahem. Everybody knows this game, but here is a review. And if you don't know it, I pity you more than you should pity my sick self. Donkey Kong Country of course started out with the character Donkey Kong from the game Donkey Kong in the year of our Donkey Kong, 1981. Nintendo then made approximately 666 versions of the game until it was a game about bug spray, until Rareware, previously known as Ultimate Play the Game, a UK developer of Awesome, created Donkey Kong Country in 1994 for the Super Fragile Nintendo. I remember when I first saw the game. I probably would have creamed my pants if I were capable. I was at a friend's grandmother's house and she had a Super Nintendo. Yes, his grandmother's SNES, his grandmother's Donkey Kong. She was an old lady game collector and was awesome as balls. Anyways, the graphics to the game blew me the hex away. The SGI development solution Rare used gave the game a never-before-seen look that made the game seem 3D, while still remaining 2D. And what a 2D game it was. And still is. And forever will be, amen. DKC is very close to being my favorite platform game, ever. Though I played much more Commander Keen and Duke Nukem back in the Dizzle, I always come back to Donkey Kong F***ing Country, for Hazel. Especially when I'm sick, like now, with the stupid swine flu. Let's start with the basics. The game is a standard side-scrolling platform game. You play Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong on their epic quest to recollect all of their lost bananas. That sounds ridiculous, and it is, because it is the 90s. And there is time for clacks. What makes the game so dadgum awesome is the fact that there is almost nothing to it. It is so impressively simple that even a kid can play it. But it's so solid and functional, and not to mention straight up fun, that any adult can enjoy it. Come to think of it, I know of more adults that like the Donkey Kong games than I do kids, even back in 1994. That's not to say it is an adult game, per se. That would be disturbing as crap. Aside from the simple and enjoyable gameplay, the game also gives you plenty of incentive to explore and replay the game. I have played through the game countless times and can usually do so in much less than an hour. And then I start right back over. Every time I find some new secret. And the reason is because there are literally tons of secrets. I swear, if you could measure secrets, they would measure in the tons. Or at least in the butt loads. Many levels you can basically skip right through if you want, due to the myriad secret barrels and passageways. I love this stupid game, but only because it loves me back so much harder. The only problems I have with the game is that it doesn't make me bacon sandwiches and give my dog a bath. I don't even have a dog, so I guess that's a good thing. But the bacon would be nice. As would some tang. Nom nom. Donkey Kong Freaking Country is the best freaking platform freaking game on the Super freaking Nintendo Entertainment System and is almost the best platformer of all friggin' time. I am serious. No other game in this genre has kept me entertained as long as this one has and still manages to stay exciting, even after playing through it for the millionth time. The second and third games were pretty good too, but they started to get too complicated and you couldn't match the perfect balance between Diddy and Donkey with those other new characters. I just didn't like them as much. As far as platform games go, DKC gets my rocks off like nothing else. And it makes me feel better, daggone it. Now if you will excuse me, I feel like dying.